What's going on, real ones? BCHQ, back with another reaction. Locksmith 2019 Freestyle Shade 45 with K Slay. I believe I watched this when it first dropped, but I can't remember it, so I'm going to react to it now. Let's go.
Yeah. Look. Check it out. Look. No big homie, no corporation. No diss, only my motivation. I notice most of them go with waves in. I go against the current, I currently feel engaged in. Raised in the city, civilities,
I noticed most of them go against the wave. When he said, what did he say? Something current. Let's go.
I go against the current, I currently feel
I go against the current I currently feel against.
engaged in.
No,
Raised in the
sorry, my bad. I'll go against the current I currently feel engaged in. Fucking hell.
city, civilities, disability. Disumbilical cord is the discontent for humility. Silly rabbit, you privilege, lying or you pretend to be. I disconnect from your witherspoon like Ryan Phillippe. Philip is web browser with lead showers and minstrels. Nocturnal, essential tools when exploiting the black youth. Multiracial pickaninnies, they pick as a substitute. Suck the truth from the culture, leave you a hollow shell. Fuck an album, algorithms with ad agency sale. 2004.
Fuck it, album sell. Algorithms, advertising. What did he say? This is too much.
Is a substitute. Suck the truth from the culture, leave you a hollow shell. Fuck an album, algorithms with ad agency sale.
Algorithm with ad agency sales.
2000 for a placement, 500 in your statement from a playlist. That type of math is not adjacent. We chasing after the dreams that we only appear to know. Birds never change feathers, they weather but clearly don't.
We're chasing after dreams we only appear we know. He's saying you're chasing after something that you think is what you want. But a lot of people get to that place and it's not what they thought it was.
The dreams that we only appear to know. Birds never change feathers, they weather but clearly don't.
Birds never change feathers, they weather but claim they don't. People saying they've changed for the better, they're a changed person, but their actions say otherwise. Let's fucking go.
Advice, well, here's a quote. A bitch nigga's a bitch nigga right now or 10 years ago.
Bitch niggas are... Do you know what I mean? He's got me saying things I shouldn't be saying.
Don't expire in pride and popular opinion. I'm rising above the minions. My eyes have reluctant vision. I look away from your negative trenches. Niggas smile in real life, but act petty in mentions. This is Dred Scott, nappy dreadlocks, skullduggery, bipedal mechanics and fire discovery. This is 1934 Detroit master Farad. This is slave owners teaching slaves master is God. This is Malcolm bowing in Mecca, drinking from Zamzam. Machiavellian hellions hailing our own plan. The neighborhood does not condone false prophets wrong. Mr. Rogers the Roger Stone, watching drones fly over religious schools and comb. Back home we all clones, we follow what they presume. We cater what they consume in costume. Get some money, and how about your cocoon? Like a coon, I assume you got the memo, a symbol to be affected. Young niggas feel disconnect, old niggas feel disrespected. This affects the nervous system, essentially kills us all. Pushing poetic poison, fictional fentanyl. Heard a bunch of y'all rapping, fronting like dawn captains, throwing money around and stunting in y'all caption. Said he was set to kill, really just false acting. You call it a record deal, I call it Uncle Tom's cabin. Bragging and fucking thoughts, gas cause you must have bought 500,000.
You call it a record deal. I call it Uncle Tom's cabin. He's saying they sell it to you as a record deal because they want people to get trapped in that program. It's a program. Let's go.
Views and half of them Russian bots. Half of the brush you got stolen from his connections. The other half controlling people's perception. Deception is like infection, it's lying beneath the skin. I'm trying to keep a grin. The virus is steeped in sin. Set a flame to the game and murder you post fire. I hate that nigga, but I admire his ghostwriter. I'm the sole proprietor, prime my way in the system. Criticize my game plan, but ask later for assistance. Persistent, but you did judge. If you don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. But I'm sick of pretend love. I'm sick of the fake industry puppets, tangling dreams, dangling dreams, dangerous themes y'all promoting.
Bringing it back.
Prime my way in the system. Criticize my game plan, but ask later for assistance.
Hey, I didn't even catch that the first time. Criticize my game plan, but what did he say?
Other half controlling people's perception. Deception is like infection, it's lying beneath the skin. I'm trying to keep a grin, the virus is steeped in sin. Set a flame to the game and murder you post fire. I hate that nigga, but I admire his ghostwriter. I'm the sole proprietor, prime my way in the system. Criticize my game plan, but ask later for assistance.
Criticize my game plan, but ask later for assistance. How are you going to criticize a man for his skills or his way of going at things and then ask for his advice and that later on? That just shows you're fake and shows you you're two-faced. Let's go.
System, but you did judge. If you don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. But I'm sick of pretend love. I'm sick of the fake industry puppets tangling strings, dangling dreams, dangerous themes y'all promoting.
Dangling dreams, dangerous things that you're promoting. Facts.
The Heimlich if you was choking. I'm the chosen designated distributor and dismemberer. You said you rep the culture, but we don't believe you. You said you was a broker, so we don't impede you. Some niggas are so desperate for exposure, they just roll over and lower the standard we should heed to. We worship at the feet of these icons in the hopes to be anointed. When you meet them in person, you're disappointed. I'm pointing out the flaws in the pecking order. Respect's in order. Expect a quarter of success when they suppress what's brought up. I saw them, Lord, what we seek is the peak. Whack niggas from 2010 we now see as elite. A barrage, I know it sounds quite
Trust
odd,
me.
but Lil Xan,
Whack people like MCs basically we see from 2010 we now see as elites.
the quarter of success when they suppress what's brought up. I saw them, Lord, what we seek is the peak. Whack niggas from 2010 we now see as elite. A barrage, I know it sounds quite odd, but Lil Xan makes Gucci Man sound like Nas. Lean with it,
For
rock with it.
fuck's sake. If I had a gun, I'd be firing it right now. Little Xan makes Gucci Man seem like Nas. Get that whack shit out of here with your mumble rap.
Spit it how Pac did it. The bay is in my blood, but I'm not a blood, so stop with it. I'm a lyricist. This is not a gimmick. I remember nights, empty stomachs, and nothing but knots in it. Please don't compare me to other rappers you rock with. Yeah, he's got a flow, but he's sorta iffy with content. Me, there's no if, whys, or maybes. I would teach a class, smash your bitch, and then baptize your baby. Maybe you deserve to be weeded out. And please don't blame it on the trees and claim later you was weeded out. I'm weaving in and out
come
the flow
on.
like a seamstress.
Are you hearing what he's saying? Please don't blame it on the trees and then claim later on you was weeded out.
What you sow and I thread the needle, extinguish out the spark that you've been burning for clout, disperse in your spout, and every word you slur from your mouth. As far as bars, I've been serving them out. I deserve an amount of respect. Fuck you and your burner account. You see the people in your circle are the first ones to hurt you. They feed your insecurities and downplay your virtues, but I'm virtually unstoppable, stopping over your obstacles. Your optical receptors are intercepted with lots to prove. I'm the truth, I'm the fact of religion. I'm the reason niggas crumble up they raps when they listen. I'm the reason niggas humble up they act when he's mentioned, when they meet me in person and purpose.
I'm the reason they crumble up their raps when they listen. Levels.
Practice submission. The fact that he's missing is just due to circumstance and bad timing combined in purpose a perfect stance. Assertive serpents that circle around my sermons glance. Minute I smell they venom, circumvent to a certain task. I smirk and laugh at your outburst, so you cursing at. Your outcomes coming out worse and you worse at rap. I used to clap for these niggas, now I reverse the stats. Every album out, I was counted out and emerged from that. Concepts, metaphors, lyrics, production. I master my position, addition out of reduction. They ask for my detention, essentially out of assumption. Cause I ain't begging no artist for nothing. I'm cuffing my scrotum sack in the coldest sack, the coldest cat. I noticed that you overcompensate.
Cupping my... Fuck's sake,
Position, addition out of reduction. They ask for my detention, essentially out of assumption. Cause I ain't begging no artist for nothing. I'm cuffing my scrotum sack in the coldest sack, the coldest cat. I noticed.
I'm cuffing my scrotum sack in a cul-de-sac. The wordplay, bruv.
You overcompensate for your bogus stats. You know you whack. You know you actually act out for attention, cause your music doesn't get it. Your whole image is scripted. If I cannot do it, it cannot be done. I made a test of DNA, that is not my son. I'm not the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. Not your hip-hop homie or your industry brethren. My paragraphs are a paragraphs, apparent math solutions that only my parents grasp. Took me past minutia, the past is nuisance. Every rap that I spat was a crack in the very fabric he's passing out to enact confusion. The act of using morality to boost morale and lose morality, skews mortality and huge totality. Who's to blame for me toe tagging these rappers that you mystify?
You listening, man? Listen to the wordplay and the flow. Real content as well. It's not just like sounding good. He's got content.
Lyrics that only serve or assist the lie. I found a sister in the system, essentially tried to attempt and pry open a small gap you admit to hide. I found immense pleasure and gratification in grabbing what's sacred and staking my claim to you wince and cry. Since when did too much talent become an offensive crime? This confines the culture and that creates a big...
Since when did too much talent become an offensive crime? A lot of you ain't even gonna understand.
Divide. Indivisible, inexplicable syllables, silhouettes of a civil threat leave the masses miserable. We maximize what is minuscule, then they pour wool over eyelids. I bid to extend the door. I do feed off instrumentals. The instruments you use are inadmissible, in the midst of a windless spool. I pull away from normalcy, such an enormous hill to climb, so you incline to fail while I perform defeat. We complain about culture and what it was, but trolls don't create themselves, the public does. Media feeds into the fuckery just for buzz.
Trolls don't create themselves, the public does.
Just because you buzzing doesn't excuse your destructive grudge. I was under the impression that pressing people for clout was the rushman with a stick in your tombstone in the ground. Young niggas wave guns and record labels benefit. They profit off the ignorance because they don't have to live in it. They provide the method to market it and distribute it. This exhibits a lack of responsibility, period. The period of following inferior practices is a larger conversation. And it's more than compensation. And it's more than just the dollars. There's a broader complication. If you don't respect the art, there's no more obligation. You can't expect the urban plight. They just see the perks and hype. They just see the antics and analytics as gimmicks. Another reason to send niggas to prison while they surfing hike. There's a certain type of hell for you demons. When you see him in public, you publicly move and you meet him. But you need him to validate your actions.
Hold on.
And this fake democracy, just the dollars, there's a broader complication. If you don't respect the art, there's no more obligation. You can't expect the white-collar suburbanite to understand the urban plight. They just see the perks and hype. They just see the antics and analytics as gimmicks. Another reason to send niggas to prison while they surf and hike. There's a certain type of hell for you demons. When you see him in public, you publicly move and you meet him. But you need him to validate your actions. And this fake democracy is nothing more than a distraction. They gave us a black president to pacify us and lull us to sleep so the next one can wreak more havoc as they advocate for companies to keep dumping money into policies that profit off the meek. You weak-ass rappers, you speak-ass backwards, you leech off classics.
You weak-ass rappers, you speak-ass backwards. Wordplay.
Eat and keep that status regardless of where you come from. I can peep those tactics. You appeal to dum-dums and the weak drug addicts. My poems are African bones sprinkled on the ocean floor. The transatlantic holocaust and the cost to endure. Slave vessels that's nestled beneath the wind while I reprimand you pawns using Franz Fanon's pen. Wretched of the earth, I reversed the Hermetic curse. But I learned a lot from Lot in regards to that Noah verse. But I'm so immersed in this perverse industry gambit that it's hard to get a grip when it cripple your understanding. Panic at the disco, dinner at Del Frisco's. The food is moving slow like San Luis Obispo. Rest in peace, Jerry. It's scary how niggas violate. Ain't satisfied until they ratify my pious state. God bless the web. Thoughts is acting wild. Get indicted off a light. White niggas is back in style. But I back it how? No backing down is your demeanor. How is it superficial if they serve you a subpoena? If you live by the gram, you die by the gram. Thought it was cute till you at odds with Uncle Sam. And you sabotage your life for the price of the raffle. Like that, you went from internet chatter to chatter. While I'm straddling the fence, insensitive or ingenious. I finesse phonetics and demean the king's English. I suppress the way that I really want to address them in the spirit of the culture. If you look a little closer, there's a deep-seated sense of contempt. You're not exempt. Turn up your nose and flows and beg to repent. But there's a lot of pent-up fear to end up here. I sense what's near. Your near side of you is askew. thought it was cool. Not to me, I'm a rebel. I can see how they meddle and matters, but me, I won't settle. Try to criticize me on the level. If you keep playing devil's advocate, then to me, you a devil. Yeah. You derelicts are determined to be a barrier. We all wearing wires, just check your wireless carrier. I carry on tradition, condition.
Fuck off. Fuck off. We're all wearing wires, just check your wireless carrier. For those of you that don't get it, it's talking about your phones. They're tracking devices. Why do you think they're programming and selling iPhones? I'm recording on an iPhone now. But my point being, they can track you. These designs that they create, you've got to ask yourself why they're creating them. It's not just for money.
Iron Man, Black Sabbath, Agatha Christie, you can miss me with the questions. Try to assist me, I would diss me with inflection. Cause I ain't come this far to jump in his car, so he can take credit for driving me where I'm destined. Definition of grind through repetition and time. My deposition is epic and delicate by design, and a definite reminder of where I stand in society. A reckless outcast, I outclass what they provided me. Surprisingly, I've been separated and branded. They brandish your understanding that's unmistakably candid, and a cancer to the culture, sort of poetic tumor. Rumor has it that they doing damage to the consumer.
Rumour has it that they're doing damage to the consumer. He dropped some fucking gems in this, I'm telling you. Trash or pass? It's not even in question, man. It's a pass. Like, this was fire. He dropped some proper gems in this. And unless you, like, even semi-conscious, you're not going to peep what he's saying. I hope for those that watch, most of you are fucking conscious, because otherwise it's just going to fly over your head. So, trash or pass, definitely a pass. This was even more fire than I remember when I first heard it. Crazy. They don't want to fuck with the real ones.